Okay, so you know here at HSN we have a segment called American Dreams where we look at inventors all around the country and around the world actually that Bob Circosta is kind of in charge of that, and he brought on the inventor of the Smart Diet Portion Control and Nutrition Tracking Scale. Now perhaps you've had a kitchen scale and you say, okay, I gotta weigh this, I gotta see how much it is. This is a completely different experience because you're weighing everything with a 4-quadrant design. So there's 4 quadrant sensor design, 4 portion control plates, and 4 LED readouts, and a Smart Diet Scale app. So you see the little tablet in the background there's a free downloadable app. It's a Smart Diet app, and you download it, and then everything you're eating will go to your app to count the calories. So we're looking at patented technology. Here are the plates, and we're talking about portion control. So you can put your food directly on the scale or on the plate, and when the scale is down, actually, let me kind of show it to you like this. So you've got your smart technology, and you can, usually when you weigh something, you put something here and you weigh one at a time. And then you want to weigh something else, you take this off, and then you weigh this. You want to say, okay, what's this? I'm going to have how much my vegetables going to weigh, how much of my carbs going to weigh. But here, this new technology, you can weigh it. You weigh this, you add this, it'll tell you what this weighs, you add it, it'll tell you what this item weighs, and then you add this item and it'll tell you what that item weighs. It's the first of its kind, patented technology, the ability to weigh your entire meal all at once with a patented exclusive 4-quadrant sensors. And it matches the way that people really eat and build their meals. Because usually what we do is we're like, okay, what do you want for dinner? Do you, well, you know what, I actually am in the mood for chicken. Okay, so how much, 4 ounces of chicken? That's so you right there, you put your 4 ounces of chicken. Well, what would you like with your chicken? Well, I'd like some, broccoli. All right, here's your broccoli. How much are you gonna have? So the machine is not only gonna add it together, but it's gonna send it through its Bluetooth. You can see the Bluetooth sign right there. It's gonna send it to an app, so it's gonna keep track of what you're doing. And it's really incredible, and the winner of, with our American Dream, so came here to HSN to be able to use it. So you're getting the Smart Scale with the 4-quadrant technology, and you're getting 4 of the little plates. And you think about this, you think of your dinner plate. Is your dinner plate this size? For one of your courses? That's because a serving of meat should be the size of the palm of your hand. Well, portion control is one of the main things that you have to master, not just while you're, quote, dieting, but for the rest of your life. Well, the guy that invented this has lost 100 pounds, Dan. I don't know if you watched him on American Dreams. Yeah. He lost 100 pounds, and really he did it by just portion control. So he ate the same kind of things he was always eating, chicken, fish, vegetables, even pasta, or whatever he's eating. He just ate less of it. And sometimes it's hard to eyeball things and get an idea of how much that we're eating. But if we see it, and if the measurement, when we put down what we're eating, okay, this is how much rice we're having, it's not only gonna measure this, it's gonna go right to the app. So it's gonna go to my tablet, my smartphone, my computer, whatever device you have where you have that free downloadable app, and there's that smart wireless Bluetooth technology, and there's your Bluetooth sign right there, and it goes right to it. And you can say rice, so it'll do how many calories, but it's gonna measure what the weight is, 3 ounces of rice or 6 ounces. And I know this sounds simple, but 6 ounces of rice has double the calories of 3 ounces of rice. So you be saying, you know what, I ate a really great dinner, I had broccoli.
Wait.
He's gonna make fun of me now. Yes, Dan.
Wait. Check those numbers out again. So you're saying twice as much as twice as much.
Yes, that's correct. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm not talking about cosine over sine and calculus or analytical statistics. I'm saying that if you eat more food, it's more calories. So simply by doing portion control, it's gonna help in the weight loss process. And $119, a one-time, and this is brand new technology. Really very, very cool. And it's got, everything here at HSN, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, and then you get, everything, all the instructions come with it, and you have that free app, and and this is like a little bit of a picture what it looks like when you have that app where you open it up. You'll say what the item is, and it'll tell you what the calories, how much fat